pirate is essentially somebody that stands for the right to civil liberties.
The pirate is a person who is not afraid, who want to share, who want to explore.
That demands the same fundamental rights on the net as has existed off the net.
And who is responsible for things that he does.
Lui, son origine, c'est le pirate du droit d'auteur, pas le pirate informatique.
Why are you here? Seriously, I mean, it's a serious question. Why are you here? Who is out of their mind and actually goes to start a political party and think they can accomplish something?
At our core, we're a civil liberties movement. We stand for the individual's right to keep secrets from the government.
Privacy is not only important for the individual, but it's also a precondition for a free and open society.
If you don't have a secret, you don't have a life. We stand for the right for individuals to hold their elected leaders accountable. That requires transparency of government.
Par rapport à leur mode de fonctionnement, par rapport aux décisions, le mode d'opération des décisions, par rapport à la publication des documents, etc.
If you can't hold your leaders accountable for what they do, you can't make an informed decision at the next election.
Who's got information, got the power. And even the governments keep the information in secret for themselves because then they can rule that. And that's why we supported the WikiLeaks as it is, not about what information is presented there, but it's more of the freedom of the speech.
So that's Anonymous is doing things that a pirate party or an official party could never do.
You just have to point out they're not evil, they're just upset protesters speaking their mind.
I'll just put people have the right to be anonymous and to protest. In the 90s, politicians didn't understand internet, and they don't understand it now either. But in the 90s, they didn't care since it wasn't a big issue for them. But now, right now, they realize they missed something.
La libre communication, même quand les États essayent de la censurer, on n'y arrive jamais à 100%. On le voit en Tunisie. Des vidéos de violence ont été publiées et finalement c'est ça qui a tout démarré et ils n'ont pas réussi à reprendre le contrôle d'Internet.
As far as we can say and we can see right now, it's not a playground. Internet is like the main communication stream, and you can see with the current crisis that we're in Tunisia and Egypt, that the first thing that government does, they switch off the internet.
En Égypte, ça a empiré la situation. Parce que finalement, les gens qui étaient chez eux et qui regardaient les informations sur Internet, quand ils n'ont plus eu Internet, ils ont fait quoi ? Ils sont sortis. C'était la pire chose à faire pour Moubarak, c'était de couper l'accès Internet. Il n'aurait jamais dû le faire. Mais bon, apparemment, il n'était pas au point sur la psychologie.
This system educates people into selfish, egocentric nerds.
The only one who makes the choice are the users, that's all.
People will feel these issues as separate issues and they will understand what copyright law does and what separately the patent law does. Then you can concentrate on reforming these laws.
We think it is a problem that half of the European population, 250 million people, are sharing culture illegally.
Le droit d'auteur, c'est pas quelque chose qu'on veut abolir, c'est quelque chose qu'on veut conserver, mais c'est quelque chose qu'on veut restreindre, parce qu'on pense que 70 ans après le décès, c'est beaucoup trop long. Donc nous, en Suisse, ce qu'on aimerait, c'est 14 ans après la publication. Donc on conserve un droit d'auteur. 14 ans après la publication, c'est là où la grande partie de l'argent rentre.
Good ideas have been copied throughout the history of humanity, and yet in our generation, this has become a crime?
Le fait de copier, c'est quelque chose de naturel. Un enfant, il peut pas apprendre sans copier. Un enfant, il fait que ça, il copie pour apprendre.
Lately, the copyright industry's lobby has gone from, okay, we have this commercial monopoly, which only affects corporations that are publishing movies and music, to we have this monopoly and we have the right to tell everybody what they can and cannot do. And we should have more powers than the police to enforce that.
Si on va trop loin dans l'extrémisme du droit d'auteur, on va se retrouver dans une société où finalement on sera obligé de payer pour pouvoir s'éduquer.
We are having one big problem. We are becoming yet another politicians, and I really hate this, and this must stop because it's frustrating me. For 5 years or so, we've been hearing the same wonderful ideas over and over again. We've been making agreements, great plans. But what have we done?
We're pirates, we're not yet another political party. This implies that we should not only talk, but we should also act. We should put our money where our mouth is. I mean, that's one of the core values about being a pirate. It's not about saying beautiful things and then doing nothing or doing something else.
And if that's what you want as well, if you want us to have a future with acts instead of just baked air, vote for me.
That was quick. Thank you, Samia.
We have a preliminary result. We had 21 votes cast, and the winners are Samia and Marcel. Congratulations.
People have to work, they don't have the time to think of it. Maybe it will be too late when they realize, they missed something. But it's upon us to bring us the topics.
When you take a look at a very big party, if they get one seat more or less, that's not going to make a difference. But when a pirate party gets one seat, you get much more influence and change, and people will be forced to at least take a look at our issues, and that in itself already is very important.
Let me formally say welcome to you all.
We're growing all over the world. We certainly have a lot of hurdles to clear. I mean, all of these people, they are not politicians because they want to be. They are politicians because they feel they have to be. They need to make a difference. They see an injustice. They feel a passion for making a difference that they feel that they have to make. And this is not a sprint. This is not your average internet project where you put up a web page and you're done by Saturday afternoon. We're talking about decades of work.
The instant we start taking votes, and we start changing the world. It takes time, it takes perseverance, but then again, we're not politicians because we think it's a quick career move. We need to choose to have fun along the way because we'll be in this for a long time. The world isn't changed overnight, but I feel that it's worth it for me personally, and that it's something it's a fight I cannot choose to ignore.